Oh, they're hostile now.
Yeah, they are.
So what do you think? I mean, if you want to call me Nines, it's totally okay.
He's trying to get a nickname.
Oh god.
Alright.
He's trying to be so casual about it, but you can tell it hurts him inside. So, to end that story, we had to actually, someone actually had to go and tell the guy, hey man, you gotta move because this parade has to go on schedule no matter what, and this parade's not gonna stop for you. like you will be run over by these parade floats. And the thing was, the guy didn't really understand English that well. So, can you imagine how, like, awkward it was to tap the guy on the shoulder while he's praying to his god, and he's just looking at you like, how dare you! I think it's so, I think awkward situations like that are of, people not really, wait, a combat-loving android wished for a friend's victory at a village of refugees. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so the ones with messages I think are actual players.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because I don't know which android is named Jeff.
Well, I mean, that might be their gamer tag in parentheses.
Yeah, but that's why I said I don't know whose name would be Jeff in terms of an android.
True. A small android fell to the ground at an empty theater.
I mean, that's obviously a game-created one, but still, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay, so I think awkward situations of, you know, Americans yelling at, or, you know, scalding foreign people in a language that they obviously don't understand is both awkward but funny depending on the situation. Because there was this one time, oh, what, whoa. What? Yo! Oh, that's metal as fuck.
Literally.
Yo. What the hell is this design? That's awesome. That reminds me of an episode of Rick and Morty. I'll get to that in a second.
Okay, yep, more deflection.
Actually, no, I'll go ahead and tell you. So there's this episode of Rick and Morty, spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, where, so there's a council of Ricks, and there's this whole, like, Rick society, because all the Ricks from different Earths and different dimensions have just, like, congregated into this one Rick space with all their Mortys, right?
Oh, okay.
And so, the original Rick, or, you know, the Rick that is the protagonist of the show, is being accused of a crime that he didn't commit. And so he's on the run from it, and he's just, like, going through different interdimensional portals and stuff to try to lose him. And he's trying to track down who the fucking culprit is, right? And when he finally makes the discovery of where he is, it's the most fucked up thing ever. So it's this gigantic dome, like there's this reveal of this gigantic dome, right? And on the outer wall of this dome, it's just a bunch of Mortys, like hundreds and hundreds of Mortys, just all tied to the fucking outer wall of the dome, like in their underwear, and each one has a little like robot attached to it that's just pricking it with needles constantly, and so they're just infinitely stuck on this wall screaming in bloody murder. And when Morty sees this, he's like, that's fucked up. And then Rick is all like, well, it's actually pretty genius if you want to, like, stay away from the Council of Ricks, because the amount of stupidity and pain that these Mortys are all emitting is pretty much keeping this Rick's genius meter undetectable, because of like the wave of stupidity that's being generated by all these screams. And then And Morty's like, how would you know that? And then Rick goes like, I've kind of tampered with the idea myself in the past, to be honest. But this is just straight up overkill, because you can achieve the same kind of result with like 9...
What the heck is this?
I don't know! Shoot! Try shooting. Can you shoot? Yeah, there you go. And then Rick is all like, I've tampered with the idea myself, but this is just straight up overkill, because you can achieve the same kind of result with like 9 Mortys in a car battery.
To me. Those look like
Alright.
corpses.
She's got issues, bro.
Yeah. That's a fair assumption.
Attack with dead androids. Wait,
Oh, yep, you are.
2B. I'm detecting black box signals. They aren't dead. They've been turned into weapons.
Oh no. Oh, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
That's severely fucked up.
And it's getting worse.
Yep. So there was this situation once, right? Where I was staying at a woman without beliefs held nothing back below dark skies.
Wouldn't mind some assistance right now.
That's fucked up. You're having a dead bot fight other dead bots for you? You're no better than the boss.
Hey, the game has this as an option.
I've almost analyzed the enemy's
I'm just taking advantage of what I can do.
pack it back.
Yeah.
Keep it busy.
Sure you are. So there was a situation once where I stayed at an Airbnb, right? And it was a nice house, like it was a nice Airbnb house. And so it's like a 2-story house, and I'm on the living room in the first floor talking to our host, and I'm sorry, I was paying attention to what he was saying. And so I look at the ceiling, and there's like this huge like watermark, like this huge water stain. It's like, you know, the size of a fucking dining table. And I was like, oh, what happened there, if you don't mind me asking? And she goes like, oh, that literally happened a couple of weeks ago. And I'm like, oh, how? Why? And this was back when I was still living in Orlando, so this was in Orlando. And so she tells me that a Japanese tourist, right, just was Japanese or Chinese. It was Asian, but she couldn't tell, so she didn't really know. But came here on vacation to, you know, to go to Disney and all that stuff, and so she used the shower and everything. But apparently, according, you know, from her point of view, she's all like, there might have been some cultural differences, because whenever she used the shower, she never drew the shower curtain closed. So she would just be taking like an open shower, and water would be splashing everywhere. And it got to the point that she like over flooded it, and water just started dripping from the ceiling into the living room. And this was all happening while she was still taking a shower, and while the host was in the living room, and all that started happening. Now, keep in mind, my host is Hispanic descent, so her English is kind of broken as well a little bit. So what she does, or what she tells me she does, is that she goes to the bathroom, kicks the door open, and starts yelling at this poor naked Asian lady. What the hell are you doing? Why are you ruining my house? So I was just wondering, oh man, it must have been a terrifying situation being a foreign tourist in this land that you don't know anything about. Having somebody yell at you while you're naked in the bathroom in a language you don't understand.
Yeah, no, that sounds bad. Oh, jeez, so much hacking.
Hacking!
Game over.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,